Hi everybody, welcome back to the beauty portion of my channel today. I did a video a couple days ago that was my brand of the month for the month of March and April. And I told you in that video that I was going to do one for my higher end makeup. But I'm going to do things a little bit differently only because I don't have a complete collection from one entire brand that's high end. So I have my top beauty products of the month. Predominantly they're all going to be palettes because I do have quite a few palettes that are high end. But I do have a couple of other products that are high-end that aren't palettes. So I figured that I would just make one conglomeration of different things from different companies that are considered high-end. So that's what I have for you today, so let's just get started because I have another video that I have to make tonight. It's going to be, I was tagged to do a boyfriend does my makeup tag like a month and a half ago. Never got around to it because I've been so busy and so has Nick, and we've just been so like on the go this entire like past couple months. But you get to meet Nick for the first time in this video, and you get to meet Nick's best friend. I'm fairly certain that if Nick were gay and the other guy were gay, these two would be soulmates because they're just like this. They're inseparable. So you get to meet both of my goofs today. And I'm kind of nervous because I am unleashing Nick into my makeup, and that just scares the crap out of me, only because it's my makeup, you know? I'm fairly certain this is how a guy would feel if his girlfriend asked to use his PlayStation for the first time. It's like boom, 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 boom. And it gets getting faster and faster and get close to the time. So, yeah. So we're going to get this as, short as possible for me. So, alright. Let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I have, I'm going to start with the palettes only because there's a lot of palettes, is the Riches Back palette made by Matthew Williamson for Benefit. This palette has been my go-to palette for a very long time. I've mainly been using this palette for my night looks. I like the little brush of color of the blue underneath my eye, on the under portion of my eye. I love it. It looks so pretty like that. But this palette was, I think, $18. This was a couple months ago on Sephora, and it was my very first high-end purchase, and I was so excited when I got it in. It comes with this beautiful blossomy mauvey pink blush, but it is super shimmery. Every single thing in this is shimmery except for the mascara. But the eyeshadows, as you can see, are all shimmery. The blush is shimmery. It's super shimmery. The lip gloss is shimmery. So if you're not a shimmery person, this is not going to be your palette to go to. But this little, if you're wondering what came in here, it was like a little square little brush thing. But it comes with a nice big mirror, and it just serves so many good purposes for me. Like, you can make so many looks out of two of the colors. You can do a single look with the color, and it's just a beautiful palette to have, and it's just been so amazing. As for color stay for these eyeshadows, with and without primer, it is spot on. It's beautiful. I don't have any problems with creasing with these with primer, but that just goes without saying because it's primer. They are a little bit on the flaky side, like you can see a little bit right here with this one. There's some like carrying over to the blue portion of it, but for the most part, it's just a beautifully pigmented, it's super pigmented. That's one swatch palette. So yeah, go get you some, girl. Go get you some because you need some of this in your collection. Okay, so the next thing I have, sorry, my hair is just so like ugly today. Naked Basics palette. This palette is my every single day go-to palette when I don't feel like being adventurous with color. If you've never heard this palette before, you have been living under a rock, because this is like the palette to end all palettes, in my opinion. Like, I probably could have done without my Naked 2 palette, but this palette is just, well, Naked 2 just spoke to me. Something about it was just so pretty that I wanted it, so yeah. Alright, so this is $27. I got this from Sephora as well, and it comes with a nice, decently sized mirror here. I'm not going to blind you, sorry about that. It comes with 6 shades, and it goes from like lightest to darkest here. This is a matte black, which is something that everyone wants. Well, it's kind of matte. It's not completely shimmery, but it's not. It's more of like a satin finish black, if anything. Like, you can barely tell there's any sparkle in it, but I love it. It's nice. So yeah, and I'm using this shade right here. This one is in Faint, and I'm using Naked 2 for my base color for my eye look today. So yeah, I love it. It's just a beautiful pigmentation. Is to die for. It is. There's no comparing this palette to anything else. This palette is top dog when it comes to smaller palettes. This is the one I will always go to every single time. Following with the Naked products, I have my Naked 2 palette that I've been actually using in conjunction with my Naked Basic palette. I feel like this is the shimmery version of the Naked Basics palette because it's kind of like the same, you know, color tone selection that you get from that. So this is all shimmer pretty much for the most part. There's two matte shades in this. The rest are all shimmer. There are 12 shades. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 12 shades in this palette. Sorry. A nice big mirror, and it also comes with this beautiful brush. It's a double-ended brush, and it comes like a blending side here and then a flat side to like layer on the shadows onto your actual eyelid. I love this brush. It is absolutely amazing. If you can get Urban Decay brushes, do it because these feel amazing and they don't stab my eyeballs like my e.l.f. ones do. No one has that problem? Like when you're using it especially in my crease, when I'm like putting color into my crease, my e.l.f. brushes. Well, like I feel like there's one little hair that's like stabbing my eyelid. It hurts. I'm starting to talk a lot. Okay, so this palette has been my go-to palette for, you know, if I want to amp up a everyday look, if I want some sparkle to my everyday look. This has been the palette that I go to every single time. It's just such a beautiful palette, and if you're wondering at the price, it is a little bit pricey. It's $52. I got it from Sephora, but if you go on UrbanDecay.com, I noticed a couple of weeks ago I probably should have bought the palette from UrbanDecay.com, but they were having a sale that was 20% off site-wide, and that included the first 3 Naked palettes. So the Naked Basics palette, the Naked 1 palette, and the Naked 2 palette. Did not include the new Naked 3 palette. Sorry, guys. But it was 20% off, so I should have gotten it there, but I didn't care much because I had points to use to get another product that I'm going to show you later on in this video. So I wanted to use my Sephora one. So, yeah, totally love it. Pigmentation is spot on. It's beautiful. I don't have any problems with flakiness with this palette. I have no problem with this palette whatsoever. Like, this palette is going with me to Florida because it just serves so many purposes, and it's amazing. Following along with Urban Decay even more, I have the Book of Shadows Redux Volume 4 palette here. This palette, I have a review. I have a video completely reviewing this palette and showing you swatches of everything. So if you want to see that video, I'll link it down below in the description box so you can see that video first if you're wondering, you know, what it's all about. There are a couple of things that you need to know about this palette before you go delve into it, because this comes with a couple of weird things, but the actual product itself is absolutely amazing. So it comes with 16 shades. Yeah, 16 shades. I didn't count them all, sorry. My hair is being so ugly. But it comes with 16 shades, and every single shade in this palette is to die for. My favorite one here is Psychedelic Sisters, which is the purple one. I like to use it on the lower part of my eye. It just looks so pretty sheared out. They are all shimmery. There's only one shade here that is like borderline matte. It's more of like a pearlescent sheen color, and that is right here. This one is called Virgin. There's barely any sparkle in that one. You can barely see any sparkle with it. So, but it does come, the actual palette comes with an eyeliner, a mascara, and then a couple of other things that you don't even need, but it's a really cool idea to put into a palette. So, you'll see in the video if you watch my video later on. Alright, and the last thing for palettes I have is my Makeup Forever Wild and Chic palette. This palette was $18, and if you know Makeup Forever, they're super expensive. It comes with 6 beautiful shades, and then it comes with also a Aqua Eyes eyeliner. This one is just in black. So yeah, it's beautiful. The 6 shades are, there's 1 matte shade and then 5 shimmer shades. But they're not as dramatically shimmery as the other palettes that I have here that do have shimmer in it. They're more of like a satiny finish, pearlescent shimmer, if anything. There is one dramatic shimmer shade in this palette. I'll try to get you a little swatcheroo. It's super like, here, let me just, you're gonna hear clicking, so don't think it's just me being weird. I'm trying to focus so you can see a little bit. See how it's like almost on the borderline of being a matte shade, but it's got some shimmer, sheerness, pearlescent sheer to it. I love this shade. It's this shade right here. and it comes with a matte brown. This is the only matte color that you have in this palette. So yeah, it's not a bad palette. I like it a lot. I've been using it a lot too, so that's why it's in this video, obviously. I think I'm going to keep it to this fuzziness, so I'm sorry. I'll move up a little bit so I'm not as fuzzy, but I'm going to keep it here so I can show you things easily. Alright, so now we're going to get into my last two eye products. They're both mascaras. One is an actual mascara. This is the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. This mascara I've had for quite a few months now, and I've been using it as much as I possibly can. I love the brush on this. It's just beautiful and full. I get such a beautiful look with my eyelashes using this mascara, and I'm always getting complimented on my eyelashes. People ask me what kind of falsies I'm using. I'm like, I'm not using falsies full, I'm using mascara. But they don't know that, but I will tell them what I'm using so they can go out and get them some. So I'm definitely need the full size. This is only the trial size, and I've gone through it pretty quickly. It's almost at its like last little bit, so I'm definitely need the full size of it. And then my next product is one of the coolest things I've ever had in my life. This is the Lash Genius from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a mascara. There's no color to it. It's a clear mascara gel, if you will. And what it does is you can use it as a mascara with no color on its own and just enhance your eyelashes with just the formula of this. Or you can use it over any mascara that isn't waterproof. So I have quite a few mascaras that aren't waterproof, and if I want to waterproof them, I just slash this stuff on right on top of it and it waterproofs it instantaneously. I love this stuff, and it has saved my butt from so many different things. So if you're going to see a movie that you know you're going to cry in, and you don't have waterproof mascara, you don't want to spend, a lot, slack this on if you have it, obviously. But this stuff is absolutely amazing, and I would not do I don't know what I would do without it in my life, to be quite honest with you. Like, it's been that much of a staple in my collection for a while now. Alrighty, so we're getting into the last couple products. Sorry I'm this close to you guys, but gotta do what I gotta do, girl. Gotta do what I gotta do. Alright, so the next two products I have here are, well, next three products are face products. These are both primers. This first one here is a foundation primer from Laura Mercier. This is a Radiance Bronze. You would think that this would give you like an orange look to you, but it doesn't. I'm not even kidding. So I'm gonna swatch this. Ooh! That was way too much, ladies. You don't need that much. Like, see how dark that is compared to my skin? Like, I've been like, obviously, girl, that's gonna be too dark for you. Just watch. Have faith, girl, have faith. So it looks like that now, and then you shear it out, and it looks kind of, iffy. Nothing. There's no color left over. It's just a beautiful primer. And what it does is, and this is pretty much gonna be the same review for this one. What it does is it naturally gives your face a brightening effect, and it works so well. I'm absolutely in love with both of them. And this other one here is the That Gal Brightening Face Primer Fun Benefit. This is only the trial size, as you can see, and so is this. This is the product that I got for free because I had a bunch of points for Sephora. That's why I got the Naked 2 palette on Sephora, was so I can get this. And I'm so glad that I did it because I've been in love with it ever since. So the Benefit That Gal Face Primer has been another thing that's been a staple in my collection for quite a while. It does the same exact thing as the Laura Mercier foundation primer, pretty much to the T. So I'm not going to give you a full review on this because it does the same exact thing, just as good. So if you really want the Laura Mercier foundation primer, just go get the That Gal Brightening Face Primer because they do the same exact thing. So yeah, go get you something. Alright, so now for a product that is kind of like both a face product and a lip product. This is the Posy Tint by Benefit. It's a teeny little sample size. I got this quite a few months ago when I first ordered things from Sephora. If you've never heard of these before, I will show you what they're all about. So we're going to go back and zooming in a little bit. So this is what it looks like, little bottle. There's a little tiny little brush. And this is the kind of product that you really need to quickly blend out. Because if you don't, I got it over my fingers, it'll stain your cheeks and everything. So you gotta really like immediately get it sheared out to get the effect that you want on your cheeks. And you really can't tell it's there. You can tell a little mark where it was sitting. That's what I'm talking about. It stains really fast. But you can use it on your cheeks, on your face. You can use it pretty much wherever you feel like you want to have the color in your face. I use it predominantly for my lips only because I don't really feel like I need to stain my cheeks, because I already have the e.l.f. HD blush, and that does just as good a job as this does. So yeah, but I totally love this. I've been trying to use it up, that's why it's in my video now. So yeah, and I got this in a little kit. It was 17 bucks for 3 things, and I forgot it. I don't know where it is. Whatever. So yeah, anyways. Alright, so now we're going to get into the lip products. It was a really awkward thing I just did. Alright, so this is not necessarily a high-end product, but I consider it to be, only because you can find it mainly at Ulta. You don't really find it yet in any, like, Walmart, at least where I'm at, in Walmarts, you know, CVS's. I haven't found them there yet. So yeah, so this is the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. If you've never seen this before, then you're missing out, truly. This is, I keep forgetting to just leave it where it was with the focus. Alright, so this is what it looks like on the brush. It has a doe foot applicator, and it's beautiful color. It's a beautiful pink blossomy color. As you can see, a very neutral shade. It's beautiful. There's no shimmer to it, but it is a glossy shade, so it's going to be, it's going to look like it's shimmery, but it's not. The next product that I have, the reason why I'm skipping, you know, everything else as a review for this is because this is a dupe for this. Believe it or not. They look like it could be different, but they look pretty damn close to be a dupe. So, this is the Stila Lip Glaze. This one's an amaretto. This one's one I've been using quite a bit this month, and I am in love with it. Alright, so amaretto has a tiny little bit of a darker shade. It's right here. But for the most part, they look pretty much spot on otherwise. They look darker than they are. They look more spot on as I'm looking at them right now than they do on camera. But they are pretty much a dupe for each other. So if you want the Stila Lip Glaze in amaretto, which is right here, just go get the Creme Brulee Butter Gloss from NYX. They both, for staying power, are amazing. I absolutely love them. They are comfortable wearing products. They're not anything that's too goopy, too thick, nothing like that. The pigmentation is out of this world. They're just amazing, and I'm just so happy that I have them both. Like, you can see kind of better. They're kind of similar, but I guess they're kind of not, I guess. I don't know. They look close enough to me, so I don't mind having either or. So if I run out of the Stila Lip Glaze, I'm going to continue to use the Butter Gloss because it kind of looks the same. I don't know, to me it does. Anyways, so this is obviously drastically less expensive than a Stila Lip Glaze. I have 9 of the Stila Lip Glazes only because I bought a kit for 19 bucks during the holiday that came with 9 of these Stila Lip Glazes. So yeah. The only other glaze that I have from Stila that I have been using a lot this month is the Strawberry Cream one, which is a very, very light pink, as you can see, a very neutral shade. I'll put that one at the very end so you guys can see that. So that one is right here at the very, very end. It's very light, as you can see. Again, there's no shimmer in amaretto or strawberry cream, so they're very nice, glossy, just beautiful, glossy, neutral shades. So, yeah. Alright, my hair is bothering the crap out of me. So, anyways, so stay tuned for that video of my boyfriend does my makeup. That's going to be filmed tonight, so you get to see me being humiliated by the one who's supposed to be the one who sticks up for me. But this is what happens when you're on YouTube, I guess. You get tagged to do things, and you have to do it. So, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about any of the products featured in this film, I know you're probably wondering, like, girl, you look so nasty right now. Sorry. If you have any questions about any of the products that you saw in this video, please let me know. As always, I always follow back, so if you want to subscribe, please do. I am trying to recruit as much as possible. I'm looking for a friend to, you know, tag each other doing these kind of things, and I already have one person, and we've been tagging each other in a lot of different videos, but I want more of you guys to do these videos with, so I'd love to do a collaboration with somebody as well. So if you're interested, let me know. I am open to anything. So yeah, I'm gonna go do my nails and get my face washed off so we can have a clean slate to humiliate myself with. So I will see you guys in my next video. which will be up fairly soon tonight, probably. If not tonight, tomorrow definitely, because I have tomorrow off. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye.